Hey, what's up, guys? This is Dr. Ryan. This is your 5 Minutes of Fire. Doing a book review today. This is Stillness is the Key by Ryan Holiday. This dude's awesome. I've read all of his stuff. Ego is the Enemy. The Obstacle is the Way. I mean, just some amazing wisdom in his writing. But this one, it's called Stillness is the Key. And I picked this up because I knew it was going to be a challenge. You know, I'm a driver, type A personality. I like to always be on the go and doing stuff and achieving and checking the boxes every single day. And it's really easy for me to just overload myself with, not just with tasks, but also with information. And the whole point of this book is that, you know, we have this innate wisdom, this God-given or inborn wisdom. We have this connection to the planet and to each other and to the universe. And when we don't allow that stillness to cultivate creativity and ideas and innovation within ourselves, because we're so, heavily bombarded with the ideas of others, that we really rob ourselves of the fullness of the experience that we're created for. I know it sounds a little bit heavy, but the simple way to say that is when we consume too much information on a regular basis, whether it's the news or social media, or even books, I don't watch a lot of news, I don't watch a lot of TV, hardly any at all. I'm not really on social media ever, except for just posting stuff. But I read a ton of books, I listen to a ton of audiobooks and podcasts, and it's really easy for me to fall into the trap of just over-consuming information. And it's like I'm consuming, and if you consume too much, it's hard to actually pour it back out, Garbage in, garbage out. So you don't want to put garbage in, but if you're putting too much good stuff in and you're never letting, your own unique expression of wisdom and creativity and innovation to express itself, then you're robbing the world of getting to experience the real you. And so that's the chapter that I read last night, was just all about how, information creates confusion. And that's why, like in legal situations where there's, two people that are going at each other, one of the best ways or one of the best tactics that a law firm or a legal professional will use to win the case or to snuff out the other side is to overload them with information. It's to give them so much information that they have no time to play offense. They're just playing defense the whole time, right? It takes way too much time, it takes way too many resources, too much money, and eventually, a lot of times the law firm that can produce the most amount of work for the other side to do, they win. Not because they're right, because they, gave the most information. So, I feel like that's true with our own personal lives too, is that we experience this thing called paralysis by analysis. And really all that is just, you're on Instagram all day or Facebook, or you're watching the news or whatever it is. You're taking in so much information, your brain has to have time to analyze and process all that information. And if it doesn't have enough time to kind of let all that settle and then have some stillness or quiet time, then you never get to actually turn that information into actionable, steps. So I struggle with this just as much as anybody, even though the struggle may not look exactly the same for you. But I would challenge you, and the whole point of this book, and thank you again, Ryan Holiday, keep coming up with this amazing stuff. It's awesome. I'll keep reading it and promoting it. But I think the challenge is for all of us to find pockets of time, schedule and create a system for stillness. One of my other favorite concepts is that whatever you don't have a system for is not sustainable. So, you go to a seminar. I just got back from an Orlando seminar last week. Came back super motivated and inspired, but I realized that motivation and inspiration is going to fade eventually. It just is, no matter how much willpower I have. So I'm in the process right now of doing the non-sexy stuff, which is creating systems so that the systems will sustain everything that I learned at the seminar. And that's true for your life too. Create a system for stillness so that you can cultivate creativity and innovation. You can connect with your inner being, so to speak. It's not easy, but even if it's just 5 minutes, create a system for stillness and just wait and see what God in the universe will manifest through your life. So I hope that helps you. Go ahead and pick this up. It's an amazing read. All of his stuff always is. And we'll see you next time.